Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily Oracle reading for July the 1st, 2022. We are moving on consistently, and this is what the cards, having been shuffled in divine, have to say about this day, Friday, July 1, 2022. The first card that was dealt from the Sacred Forest deck is Air Spirit. Air Spirit. And ironically, and I'm going to tell you why, she is moving along on a sailboat. So it says to me, you will be guided. Spirit will guide you. And boating is a perfect place to be, where you can become one with nature. But remember, Air Spirit asking us to be knowledgeable. It's asking us to pay attention to the things that are around us, to learn as much as possible so that when you make decisions, you're making informed decisions. The second card is from the Power to Surrender deck, and it is Surrender to Setting Limits. It talks to it being healthy to set limits in your relationships, in your practices. Practice expressing what your needs are, and remember that no is a complete sentence, because often we set limits and our boundaries are weak or porous, and the people who love you know exactly how to circumvent those limits so they can get their needs met. Now, is it bad or good or right or wrong? It's just what we do as human beings. So if you're going to grow, if you're going to be able to expand, you have to put things in place so that people just don't stomp all over your world. It then becomes you are appendage for their world. And it's not to say that we don't help each other out. It's not to say that we don't show up for each other, that we aren't one big family. However, when the needs of others always outweigh yours, you become bitter and resentful over a period of time. And guess what? You're never wrong with the right one. You're never upset with the right one, because the right one is you. When you make decisions that are outside of your limits, there's no reason to be mad at anyone else but yourself. So we're going to keep that in mind as we go into this 4th of July holiday weekend and try to do exactly what it is within your limits to do, and not stretch yourself so much for other folks that you're not paying attention to what you said is good for you. Final card in this reading is Dream Thief. Refusal of the call. Dream Thief. Well, you know, and I know, we get little inklings of what would be nice to do and what would serve our spirits right every day. If you meditate, you come out of your meditation and you know that some things that you would like to get done, some ways of being that you are pushing yourself to be. Yet, if you don't have strong boundaries, if you don't know what a boundary is, how about it's a place where you say, I won't go? Because as human beings, we have a knack of trying to get our needs met, and it's not always clear. Sometimes we step over other people's boundaries, and it's not a good thing. Because guess what? The same person whose boundaries you step over will be the same person coming back to step over yours or someone else, because you don't think it's a problem to say no, and no means nothing. And so the people around you won't understand why when you say no and you finally learn to stand in your no, while you're doing this to them. Oh, whoa, you are not treating me right. No, you're treating yourself better. Learn to be able to articulate that. I am now treating myself better. I do not love you less. There are just certain things that I'm not willing to do. However, let's always remember the flip of that coin. However, this is what I am willing to do. So, this card says, teaching from old wounds will never allow for a new adventure. So, the dream thief always reminds you of what doesn't work. Now, we have our own archetype that lives with us that is a dream thief. However, I am sure you have people in your life that are naysayers, that are poo-pooers, and every time you have a dream and every time you're excited about something, here they come with all about what's wrong with it and why it won't work and how it didn't work for them. That is not support. And if you are that person who do that to people who you love, stop it. Allow them to have a life that is full of promise, that is full of possibility, that has nothing to do with your negative experience and why you stopped answering the call to a better life for yourself. Support them, and maybe out of that support, as you see them blossom, you too will revisit the dreams that you allowed to fall asleep and lay dormant. This is Friday, July the 1st. This is Oya Transformation with your teaspoon of good medicine for this day. Namaste, and as always, be well.